Hey, what's up, y'all? And well, it's time to pick some games for week 14, yeah, rivalry week of the 2024 college football season. So, in this video, it's going to be just the rivalries. I will make a separate video for non-rivalry games that are also important. But anyway, so we'll start out with, we actually do have a game tonight. We've got Memphis at Tulane. I mean, I guess that this is a rivalry. I mean, they're both up and down the river from each other, right? New Orleans, right down the river from Memphis. Memphis, right up the river from New Orleans. So, anyway, yeah, Tulane is undefeated in conference play, so they just need this win to clinch a spot in the big excuse me, AAC title game. So yeah, I mean Tulane has been a good team this year. Yeah, they're ranked. Yeah, they're like number 17. Yeah, they're number 17 in the playoff poll. I only have them at number 23. But anyway, I mean Memphis is pretty good too. Yeah, both these teams are 9-2. Tulane is a 13.5-point favorite. And I think this will be a good game. I think Tulane wins, but I'll take Memphis to cover. All right, next, here we go. We've got Miami of Ohio at Bowling Green. This is an in-state game, so I guess that makes it a rivalry. But all right, Bowling Green is a 2.5-point favorite. Both of these teams are sitting at 7-4. So these two teams have the same record. So when in doubt, I'm gonna go with the home team. I could take Bowling Green and the 2.5 points. All right, next we've got Minnesota at Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a 1.5-point favorite. Wisconsin needs this win to get bowl eligible. And it's going to be cold in this game. I think it's supposed to be like 22 degrees at kickoff. But yeah, unfortunately, I think Wisconsin misses a bowl. I think Minnesota wins the game. I mean, I just like their Minnesota's quarterback better. Brosmer, not really that impressed with Locke for Wisconsin. So yeah, I got Minnesota with the road upset. In the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe. So I guess Minnesota gonna be bringing it home. Anyway, yeah, they do have an axe that they pass back and forth between whoever wins. Yeah, which I think that's a really badass trophy. But yeah, for Paul Bunyan's axe. Anyway, next, how about Mississippi State at number 14, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 26-point favorite. I do think Ole Miss wins, but that's a lot of points. I'm gonna give Mississippi State the cover. Yep, in the Egg Bowl. Yep. think that, Ole Miss coming off that loss to Florida, you have almost no chance of making the playoffs, not really a whole lot to play for. But I mean, Mississippi State is just so bad. Anyway, next up we got Utah State at Colorado State. Yep, a cross-border rivalry here. And fun fact: Colorado State has just a one-game lead in the series. It's like 39, 38, and 1 all time. So Utah State has a chance to tie the series. Can they do it? Colorado State is a 6-point favorite. I mean, Colorado State has been the better team all year. They only have one loss in conference play. So I mean, if they win and UNLV loses, then Colorado State gets into the Mountain West Championship against Boise State. So yeah, so with that being on the line, I'm going to take Colorado State and the 6 points. All right, next we got Nebraska and Iowa. It's called the Farmageddon. But anyway, I guess we're gonna find out which corn is the best, right? Iowa is the home team. They're a 3.5 point favorite. And Nebraska made a bowl game, so they've gotten that out of the way. So I think Iowa wins. I think they got that really good running back. What's his name? Caleb Johnson. Yeah, I think he's going to run all over Nebraska. So give me Iowa and those 3.5 points. Let's see. And now let's move on to Saturday. We've got Michigan at number 2, Ohio State. Ohio State is a 20-point favorite. I mean, Ohio State can name the score in this game. They can win by however many they want. And I think that after losing to Michigan the last 3 years, I think Ryan Day is going to run it up. I mean, Michigan is terrible. Yeah, so I'll take Ohio State and those 20 points. Let's see. Next up, we got number 8, 10 in my poll, Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Tennessee is an 11-point favorite. Now I've heard that some people have said, this is going to be a close game, and Vandy might even pull off the upset. But no, I think Tennessee wins. I'm just Vandy. Yeah, Vandy's having a good year. I mean, 6 wins, bowl eligible, but it's Vandy. I mean, Tennessee trying to get to the playoffs, so I think Tennessee wins big. So I'll take those 11 points. Next up, we got number 15, South Carolina, at number 12, 16 in my poll, Clemson. Clemson is a 3-point favorite. But you know what? I'm going to take South Carolina on the money line. Yep, South Carolina has just been. I mean, South Carolina is hot. Clemson is not. South Carolina's won 5 in a row. They've been blowing everyone out, except for Missouri. Anyway, meanwhile, Clemson, lost to Louisville, almost lost to Pitt. South Carolina has just looked better lately. So yeah, I'm gonna take South Carolina to pull off the upset. All right, next, how about number 23, 20 in my poll, Illinois at Northwestern. Illinois has a chance to go 9-3 for the first time since 2007. Yeah, against Northwestern, they are a 7.5-point favorite. This game is being played at Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. But it doesn't matter where this game is being played. Northwestern is terrible, so I'll take Illinois and the 7.5 points. Northwestern gave up 50 to Michigan, and that's hard to do. So yeah, Illinois wins this one big. Anyway, let's see what else. Now we got Louisville and Kentucky in the battle for the Bluegrass State, and Louisville is a 4-point favorite. Kentucky is terrible. So Louisville should win this game. You've lost 5 in a row to Kentucky. Haven't won since 2017. If you can't beat Kentucky now, when are you gonna beat Kentucky? So anyway, I've got Louisville, and I'm gonna lay the 4 points. All right, let's see. Next, we've got number 25 in my ranking, Duke. Yeah, no, they're unranked, but I have them ranked number 25. Duke at Wake Forest. Duke is a 4-point favorite. Wake Forest is terrible. They're not going to a bowl. Yeah, I think that Duke wins, and I'll give them the 4. I'll take the fighting Manny Diaz to finish 9-3. Anyway, now next, how about big rivalry in the state of Louisiana? You've got Louisiana taking on Louisiana Monroe, ULM. Now, I think I've said this before, but of course, the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, being my grandparents' alma mater on my mother's side. The Ragin' Cajuns, of course, are a 10-point favorite. yeah, ULM sucks. So give me the Cajuns and those 10 points. All right, next we've got Eastern Michigan at Western Michigan, and Western Michigan is a 6.5-point favorite. Now, the winner of this game gets bowl eligible. So yeah, but when in doubt, I'm just gonna go with the home team. But both these teams have the same record, so I'll just take the home team. Give me Western Michigan and the 6.5 points. All right, next we've got Maryland at number 4, 6 in my poll. Penn State. We got Penn State is a 24.5-point favorite. And yeah, I do think Penn State wins. Obviously, it's not going to be close. 24.5 does seem like a lot. I mean, Penn State probably going to be up big at halftime. But yeah, they're going to the playoffs, so I'm sure they're going to rest the starters in the second half, and then then Maryland, scores some garbage points, finds a backdoor cover. So I think Penn State wins, but Maryland covers. All right, next we got number 5. I guess they're number 6, but number 5 in my poll. No, actually they are. Yeah, they are number 5. Yeah, in my poll and the college football playoff poll. Anyway, Notre Dame at Southern Cal. Notre Dame is a 7.5-point favorite. And yeah, let's see. USC got bowl eligible last week. Yeah, Notre Dame, I think, is just a way better team. I mean, of course, you can't trust USC's defense. Notre Dame's gonna run all over them, and also Notre Dame has a really good defense. So yeah, Notre Dame wins big. I got them covering the 7.5. All right. Next up, we've got Auburn at Alabama. Yep, it's the Auburn at number 13. Alabama, we've got the Iron Bowl, the biggest in-state rivalry in college football. And Alabama is an 11.5-point favorite. I mean, of course, no one would be shocked if Auburn won. If this game was in Auburn, I would definitely be taking Auburn to win. But I mean, Auburn just can't win in Tuscaloosa, and not since 2010. So, although it would be so funny if Bama did lose to Auburn, but I mean, I think it'll be close. Depends on which Bama team shows up after getting blown out by Oklahoma and probably losing a playoff spot. So I do think do think it'll be close. I think Bama wins, but Auburn covers the 11.5. Yeah, Auburn needs this win to get bowl eligible. Let's see, number 16, 12 in my poll, Arizona State at Arizona. Arizona State is an 8.5-point favorite. And I mean, Arizona is terrible. They've lost 6 of their last 7. Arizona State trying to get to the Big 12 title game and go to the playoffs. So, yeah, I think Arizona State wins big. I think they'll cover that 8.5. All right, so now we've got Arkansas at number 21, 24 in my poll. Missouri is a 3-point favorite. And yeah, I know a lot of people think that Mizzou should not be ranked at all. But I mean, you'll get your wish if Arkansas wins. But of course, Mizzou is going to win and finish at 9-3. Anyway, next, how about NC State at North Carolina? Yep, the battle for North Carolina. Guess North Carolina is a 3-point favorite. Yep, last game for Mac Brown. Of course, he's been fired from Carolina. So, yep, last game ever for Mac Brown. And, yeah, I think he's going to go out a winner. And we've got that running back, Omarion Hampton. He's a beast. He's closing in on 1,500 yards. So, yeah, I think North Carolina wins this one, and they cover the 3. All right, and that means NC State misses a bowl game. Let's see, next up, we got how about App State at Georgia Southern? And yes, this is a rivalry game. App State and Georgia Southern, yeah, they don't like each other. Anyway, Georgia Southern is a 2.5-point favorite. I mean, what has happened to App State? I mean, they've really fallen off. I mean, you remember, 4, 5, 6 years ago when they used to be really good. Anyway, now they've just fallen off. Barely made it to a bowl last year. I mean, not going to a bowl this year. Yeah, I mean, Georgia Southern is going to a bowl. So they're sitting at 7-4. And they also still have a chance to go to the Sun Belt Championship, though they need Marshall to lose. So anyway, so I got Georgia Southern and those 2.5 points. Let's see, next, how about Purdue at number 10, 11 in my poll. Indiana is a 29-point favorite. And I mean, Purdue is that bad. Yeah, they're absolutely horrible. The worst team in the Power 4. That they have 1 win. I mean, Indiana's going to make the playoffs. It's like all you've got to do is beat a 1-win Purdue. So yeah, I think Indiana will win, and they also have them covering that 29 points. All right. Next, we've got, how about Florida at Florida State? And Florida is a 16.5 point favorite, and I will take Florida to win big. Florida State is horrible, right? They're sitting at 2 wins. I mean, they scored 41 points on Charleston Southern. Whoopity doo. Give me Florida in the 16.5 points. This is a no-brainer. All right, let's see. Next, we've got Washington at number 1. Oregon is an 18.5 point favorite. I'm gonna take Oregon here. I think they're going to finish strong, get into the Big Ten championship at 12-0. So yeah, I think they'll beat Washington and they'll cover that 18.5. All right, now we got number 3, 4 in my poll, Texas at number 20, 22 in my poll, Texas A&M. Texas is a 5.5 point favorite. And yeah, it is great to have this rivalry back in the state of Texas. First meeting since 2011. And anyway, Texas is a 5.5 point favorite. But you know what? I'm going to take Texas A&M with the upset. I mean, they're at home. You know, Kyle Field being a tough place to play. And I mean, it would just be the most Texas thing for Texas to lose this game, because they would thought they were coming in here and taking over the SEC, only to end up losing to Texas A&M and not making the SEC championship. I mean, Texas hasn't beat a ranked team. They're about to get fraud checked by A&M. Yeah, so give me A&M on the money line. All right, next, how about Nevada at number 22? UNLV is a 17.5 point favorite. Nevada is terrible. UNLV just has to win this game to clinch a Mountain West championship appearance, right, for a rematch with Boise State, who they lost to earlier in the season. I'm going to take UNLV and the 17.5 points. And lastly, we've got Virginia at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is a 7 point favorite. A bowl game is on the line for both of these teams. Yeah, both sitting at 5 and 6. But when in doubt, just go with the home team. So yes, I'll take Virginia Tech and the 7 points. All right. Anyway, so that is going to be it. I know this was a long one. But anyway, so let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see y'all again next time.